Yo, people keep saying, is this the Warframe killer? No, it's not. This is not a Warframe killer. But yo, let's talk about it. Let's go. Let's hit it up. All right, so look, here's my thing, right? This game is very similar to Warframe, right? Is it a Warframe killer like everybody's saying? No, it's not a Warframe killer. Do I think it's a fun game to play? It's a very fun game to play. I actually enjoy Godfall a lot. There is a lot of things that they need to fix. You know, it's not worth the price tag, but I did enjoy myself for whatever I actually did play about it. So one thing I want to say about this is when you see a lot of players or you see communities are asking if this game is this game's killer or what's going on, that's a red flag, okay? That's a red flag because these people are not really enjoying what they're doing and they're looking for a way out of a similar game with something that's given more, okay? Now, before we dive in it deeper, like I said, if you guys enjoy these videos, please be sure to drop a thumbs up, leave a comment, the whole nine. Just let me know what you feel about it. And so what's going on is when you have communities creating threads and things like this going on. By the way, this little tiger right here reminds me of Liger Zero. You guys remember the Liger from Zoids? You guys remember, or is that before y'all time? You guys remember Liger? That's the vibe this one gives me. It's a really fun fight, by the way. But what's going on here, homies, is whenever you got players asking for this, is that the players are tired of the game that they've been playing and they're looking for a different direction on where to go. They're just looking for something similar of a game that would do right by them. So when you see this, it puts Warframe in a very bad point because these players, there's so many players in the player base that wants another game because Warframe has the right general direction of just how the game is created. People love the theme, how it moves, the combat and stuff like that, but it's just not done right with the content. It's not done right with the way how they go about just content for the game and replayability. And Godfall doesn't offer that. Godfall costs too much. Super fun, super pretty. I could definitely see how people compare it to Warframe, but super beautiful. Kind of plays a little bit like God of War with the fighting as well. Combat is enjoyable. Not worth $70. Right now I was doing a little bit of grinding to where I had to grind and get these sigils to get to the next part, but it's beautiful. As you guys can see around there's different Valor plates that you can go to. There's not enough decisive judgment in between Valor plates to make them feel different enough to make them feel unique. So Godfall is an interesting game that definitely has great potential because the footing of the game is already so good. You know what I'm saying? So what does this mean for Warframe? It's a weird time because games are coming out now that takes away from Warframe's unique character. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are saying that it's the Warframe killer. Usually I'm the guy that's like, oh man, games better be careful. Nah, I gotta be honest. It's not a Warframe killer, but it's definitely taking a dip in the Warframe lane. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to see and just to see how the Warframe devs will come back and answer with content for this. And so a lot of people feel like, you know, devs don't have to do this, the devs don't have to do that. Warframe has put out 3 bad streaks of content, and it's definitely something that they have to pay attention to because it's so many different games now that's gonna try to come out to hit that footing because Warframe has done so well, but they're not carrying on well. You see what I'm saying? So they know that there's a market there in the looter shooter section for games like that. So it's not just going to be Godfall, it's going to be other games to come out, and that's why Warframe has to get on their ball to really make sure that they can keep these things intact, to make sure that these games don't really take away their player base. You see what I'm saying? Because when a game community is fed up by not having the content and not having the fact of feeling like the game is actually progressing with having progression and introducing end game and difficulty, then they start looking elsewhere for other games to come out because they love the type of game that it is. And so I've been paying attention to that lately and seeing how people have been looking at it. By the way, I'm playing this on the PS5, and a lot of people has been just randomly saying this is the Warframe killer. No matter where you go, videos upon videos and topics, is this the Warframe killer? Is this like Destiny? Whatever, because it's in the slasher looter category, which is, you know, Warframe's a looter shooter. So it's just because there's swords, there's just things like that going on. But it is a pretty fun game, and I feel like if they implement a lot more on it, bro, it's definitely got a spot in the looter category to just like stand out of being its own game because it already has the fun factor going. The story is just really bad. The story is not good, and with the story not being that good. It's just have a lot of factors of replayability is very bad. I don't know why these devs have such a tough time with creating a game loop that players would love, you know. And then the game loop at the end for once you beat it to where you start getting into the dream realm for GodFall is pretty bad, because you start just fighting the same bosses over and over and farming them, and actually getting to the part to where the bosses just become a higher level. That's not good to really keep players. That's not good replayability. So you got to really look at it. You will enjoy this game, you will, but just not for the price tag. Like I've said before in my video, you will enjoy this video more. Well, you enjoy this game more, I should say, if you actually get it at a cheaper price. At a cheaper price, it's a beautiful game, lovely game. You'll enjoy everything about it if you get it at a cheaper price. So other than that, man, I feel like the whole Warframe killer is just something that's blown out of proportion, because a lot of people want Warframe to do better. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand. So whenever you guys, you know, if you do get the chance to check this out, it is on PC as well, but I am playing it on the PS5 to check it out. And it runs smooth. It feels great. And I feel like what GodFall did is that they focused more on the graphics and just basic combat to really like get everything in there. And so you know how you got different Warframes that do more, and they're just like different. You use them for different missions because you need them, because they identify as like a defensive Warframe or an attack Warframe or a CC Warframe. In this game, the Valor plates, which would be quote unquote Warframes, is not like that. They look amazing though. The graphics and how these things look unique and beautiful is stunning. I can't lie. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Still a good game, just not something that you deserve to, that you should buy right now. You know what I'm saying? So I won't lie to you guys. Don't go out here and waste your money right now. Wait till it's on sale. Other than that, the enemies, how the enemies fight, it's great. You got to play it on hard to really get a feel for it. But they did a good job, and it really shows you that the Warframe lane is a very strong lane to go into, and nobody has really challenged Warframe other than the Destiny lane. You know, with Destiny being there, it's not really much else out there other than, I would say, people saying Monster Hunter, but Monster Hunter doesn't play like Warframe and Destiny. So there's definitely a very strong lane for these other companies to come in with games like this. And I want to see how Outriders do with a 3-man squad. Remnant did a really good job as well, because Remnant could be viewed as a Dark Souls looter shooter. Very, very good job Remnant did, but they just didn't follow up on it because it wasn't a continuous game. So you have these games that are coming out and trying these lanes because as a business and as a corporation, people see it, bro. They see it and they're just like, yo, this is something that we got to get into. And it's smart for them to get into it, you know? So I hope this makes Warframe kind of like just buckle their shoe straps and up, you know what I'm saying, and button their socks and get everything together, because man, they got to really pay attention to what's going on. There's so many developers that notice a gem of a game that they've created, you know what I'm saying? So I just hope things go well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave a thumbs up and a comment and let me know what you think about it. Not a Warframe killer, super fun game. And as a player, hey, I'm just ready to see where this goes, because all around it's just fun. You know, us as gamers, we just get to see what's going on, and we're the ones getting the most content out of it. So the more these companies keep dropping content and dropping games, it gives us more things to play. So I hope this is just a very good competition between games for stuff that we get to enjoy. And you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, thank you. I'll catch you guys later on the next video. You guys take care and have a dope day.